La primera semifinal de la Supercopa Española que se juega en Arabia. En marcha el partido, es la hora de jugar para Real Madrid y para Atlético Madrid. Lo disfrutamos en Sports junto a Juanjo Buscalia. Y ya la primera pelota para que vaya a buscar a Rodrigo. El rebote Bellingham. Debe sacarla desde el fondo. Coque jugando con Saúl. Ahora para Hermoso. Ha apurado Josema Jiménez contra el costado derecho. Ahí está Llorente. Cerca pedía De Paul. Perfecta la salida con Coque. Presiona alto en el comienzo el conjunto de Carleto Ancelotti. De Paul. Coque.
Hay algunos remolones que van llegando al escenario. Pasaba también en el Mundial de Qatar, con el público árabe.
Griezmann, llegó Llorente. ¡Oh! Era con el pie zurdo, tiró el derecho. Buen intento del colchonero en el comienzo del partido.
Griezmann siendo Griezmann, ¿no? Tiene la conducción, la inteligencia, el panorama y la delicadeza para que sabía que su compañero francés estaba en condiciones de habilitarlo de esta manera. Respeto, el Real Madrid cuando maneja la pelota Atlético Madrid se conocen, se respetan y saben que los rivales tienen poder como para poder dañarlos.
Hermoso, mal pase, buscaba Lino. Queda por aquí la pelota para Rodrigo. Vinicius va por dentro, Rodrigo para Vini. Y Vini va al área. Se tiró, se arrojó Vinicius. Nada. Correcto, arregló a Rojas. Nada,
Nada, absolutamente nada. Buen cruce de Savic. Ir detrás de sus dos compañeros. Todo esto nace de un mal pase de Mario Hermoso. Quedó mal parado Josema Jiménez como el hombre que sobra en defensa. Y el que tiene que ir al rescate es Savic. Toda una institución en Madrid. No hubo infracción.
Luka Modric con el tiro libre. El extraordinario futbolista croata para meter el centro al área. Sobra todos, la pide rápido Vinicius, la tiene Pajarito, Valverde. Y al costado jugó Valverde, buena acción, atención el centro que llega para Mendy. En lo alto primero, Josema Jiménez la había levantado bien Vinicius. Arrancó lindo el partido,
Sí, los dos se respetan, pero los dos saben que tienen poder de fuego. Es muy interesante el partido, los dos a su manera buscándolo.
Tchouaméni, Valverde, Valverde reconoció por Ancelotti en su mejor momento. Y tiene una frase Valverde que a mí, que todavía soy un purista de esto, un naif, un ingenuo, me gustó. Dijo, yo no me voy a Arabia ni por 10, ni por 20, ni por 30 millones de euros. Yo estoy cómodo acá. ¿Para qué me voy a ir?
Bueno, va por la gloria, ¿no?
Sí, está muy bien.
Gana muy bien, allá podría ganar más en Arabia, pero sabe que está en Real Madrid y eso no se paga con nada.
Rodrigo pide Bellingham, camino para Vinicius. El cruce justo de Savic, ahora tiene que sacarla Josema Jiménez. Empieza a hacer un poco más el equipo de Carleto. Modric. Se abre Mendy para afuera, la pide Vinicius. Llegó para Vinicius, Rodrigo como 9. Vinicius, Bellingham de cabeza, el inglés hacia atrás. Y volver a empezar en la salida al fondo ya. Con Rudiger.
Se agarró recién el posterior Valverde. Se agachó, buscó elongar un poquito el posterior derecho.
Lo seguiremos. Kepa, que juega, insistimos, por la lesión importante que ha tenido Courtois, ¿no? Bellingham. Mendy. Pasa Vinicius, le queda a Rodrigo. Rebotó la pelota sin querer en el pie de Savic.
Qué bien la había hecho Vinicius, ¿no? Asistiendo sin tocar.
Del medio para adelante es una máquina, ¿no? La formación que presenta Carleto Ancelotti.
Sí, y Bellingham, el hombre gol de este equipo, al igual que en el partido con Mallorca el fin de semana, abierto por la izquierda. Luego
vienes abierto por acá, ya está Lino. Por la derecha Llorente, bien por el carril derecho. Baja a buscarla Rodrigo De Paul. De Paul. Coque, De Paul, va el argentino, De Paul acelera con Griezmann, que hace central. Griezmann jugando para Saúl, Saúl para Samuel Lino. Lino por el costado, si desborda, espera Morata. Lino, ¡oh! La respuesta de Kepa fue al arco, qué bueno lo que hizo. Samuel Lino, Kepa, sensacional al córner.
De Lino con la pierna derecha, Todos creían que no iba a animarse, de hecho le da ese perfil Carvajal como para que pruebe al arco. Extraordinario.
Atlético Madrid de Mario Hermoso, solo lo dejaron al 22, cabeción libre contra el palo, nada que hacer para Kepa. Gana el equipo colchonero, el laboratorio del Cholo, ¿no? De Diego Pablo Simeone, que en estos partidos siempre tiene un plus. Atlético Madrid 1, Real Madrid 0. Hermoso de cabeza.
Veníamos de la gran oportunidad del partido con el remate de Savic. La buena respuesta de Kepa, que aquí estaba muy tapado. Hay un centro muy preciso para la apertura del marcador. muy lejos del arco cabecea Mario Hermoso, fuera del área chica, imposible para Kepa, pero una vez que se eleva y cabecea pasa entre 4 jugadores del Real Madrid, nadie atina nada, lo agarra contra pierna al arquero. Lo que llama la atención es la facilidad, la limpieza con la que salta Mario Hermoso. Insisto, impacta lejos del arco, pero muy cómodo, buscando la dirección exactamente a donde la quiso poner, y ya lo está ganando en el amanecer de partido el equipo del Cholo.
Bueno, esto le da un condimento bárbaro al partido. Después, cuando tengamos la chance de repasar la jugada, fíjate cómo Rodrigo intenta marcarlo de una manera casi que infantil a Hermoso. Empieza como con leves empujoncitos. Nunca se le ocurrió saltar y cabecear.
No.
Después seguilo, evalúalo.
Sí, es que llama la atención la facilidad, ¿no? La limpieza con la que saltó.
Solo.
Lo dejaron muy solo. Le facilitaron mucho el trabajo al marcador central, que además tiene buena estatura y tiene buen cabezazo.
Coque, Morata, y ahí está Llorente. Coque fue al área, saca de cabeza la pelota Tchouaméni. Para la contra Bellingham, la bancó en inglés. Mendy apretado, falta contra Mendy. Es tiro libre, levantate, le dice el capitán de 1-0.
Presionaba con 7 hombres sobre la pelota. Llega Coque, clara infracción sobre Mendy. Veremos cómo asimila el impacto del gol prematuro del Real Madrid.
Buena recuperación de Lino, que pinta para buena figura. Hermoso, el autor del gol. Abierto está Griezmann. Pelota de vuelta para Hermoso. Y atrás en la salida Josema. Jiménez, el uruguayo para De Paul. El argentino jugando con el montenegrino Savic. Este es Llorente.
En la semana, en la previa de este partido, Rodrigo De Paul fue uno de los jugadores que fue a zona de conferencia de prensa y cambió el "estoy mejor en la selección y todavía no me hallo aquí en Atlético de Madrid" a decir "ahora sí estoy jugando como pretendía, en mi club, en mi equipo", y se lo ve mucho más patrón del equipo, a Rodrigo De Paul. Mirá ese cambio de frente que hizo.
Cambio de frente de Paul para Antoine. Y va Griezmann. Griezmann al área. La bancaba Morata, de vuelta para Griezmann. El que tocaba era Saúl. Llega Llorente.
That's the first Madrid derby goal for Hermoso. Mendy inside to Bellingham. Here's Jude Bellingham again. Saw his brother at the weekend, Job, playing for a team in red and white stripes, Sunderland, who were well beaten by Newcastle in that FA Cup derby. I'm sure Jude was watching his brother somewhere on television. Here's Lino again. Came up with 6 La Liga goals at Valencia last season, which is a pretty good return, playing in his position.
Yeah, he's had a really good start to his Atletico career.
And Marcos Llorente got away with that a little bit. He almost straight to Vinicius Junior.
There's Savic again, and he tries to get there. It was outside the box anyway.
Did look like a free kick, didn't it?
Yeah, he did lift his leg
been.
up. I think the fact that Llorente was there, the referee, as I said, didn't want to get involved so early on in the game.
Here's Danny Carvajal. Carvajal playing in his 29th Madrid derby. Inside by Mendy to Bellingham now. Bellingham playing more to the left in recent times. Real Madrid did start the season with him at the tip. Have just tweaked that a bit, haven't they?
Yeah, I just think they allow him to go wherever he feels as if he can make the best. So if he's on side, the space, he'll go over there and try and link up with Vinicius Junior. Likewise on the opposite side.
Here's Modric, still going pretty strong at 38. He is incredibly fit and strong. Rodrigo. Now Saul's challenge, and the referee says to Rodrigo, "Get up, please."
Yeah, they have to be a little bit careful, don't they? Because that was a nothing challenge by Saul. I don't think he takes the ball with him necessarily. You know, they're very slow in there. That's fine. It's this here. I don't know whether he takes the ball. Yeah, he just get a little touch on it, actually, Rodrigo, there. It's not a good tackle at all, is it? I mean, that should be a bonus. But
well,
VAR are not getting involved again.
Well, not for me, because I think he ran into his leg.
Yeah.
I think he engineered the contact, and that's exactly the view the referee had of it. We have seen hundreds of soft penalties this season.
Don't even get
hundreds. Me going. Penalties that would have never been penalties, well, 5 or 10 years ago even.
It's actually quite nice and refreshing that VAR have just gone with the referee's decision and not got involved at all on anything.
Well, it should be a very high hurdle, shouldn't it?
Yes.
Not a re-refereeing of the game. That was never the intention. Carvajal looking to play a 1-2 with Rodrigo down that side. Atletico Madrid, renowned for their tough defending down the years, not quite so much lately.
No. My only concern with Atletico, not necessarily for today's game, but going forwards, is they do look a little bit pedestrian-like in the centre of the park nowadays. With Sal, with Koke, with Rodrigo de Paul, sometimes you feel as if they need a bit more energy in there. Someone who can get around the pitch.
Atletico have the best home record in the whole of La Liga, 28 points at home, but they've dropped 17 on the road, which is why they're 10 points off the top and battling really to finish in the top 4 this season.
Yeah.
They're 5th at the moment. Yeah, that could be a problem, a lack of dynamism through the midfield.
Yeah, because Griezmann, of course, is excellent, we know that. Morata's scoring the goals. Defensively, normally they're okay. I was just feeling that central area. They've got Witsel who can come in, but again, he's not necessarily blessed with lots of pace nowadays.
Rudiger. Now Carvajal. Fede Valverde. You'd want his air miles. Any of those South American players who keep having to jet off and playing World Cup qualifiers, they have all autumn. It's worked out pretty well for Uruguay. They beat Argentina and Brazil during those qualifiers this last few months. Nicely done by Griezmann. Another overrun by Morata. Oh. And it could break here. Nice mess there. Jimenez just about able to clear it up. Nicked away from Bellingham, but the referee believes he was fouled and gives the free.
Yeah, he does well initially, Griezmann, but that was a foul. Jimenez doing the damage.
Carvajal to head it down, getting forward to support the attack. In all those derbies he's played against Atletico, he's yet to score in one of them. Rodrigo, and it's not a problem for goalkeeper Jan Oblak. In his 10th season now as the Atletico Madrid #1, and during some parts of that he's been regarded as just about the best goalkeeper in the world. He certainly was true up to about 3 years ago or so. He will be facing Jude Bellingham again at the European Championships because Slovenia and England are drawn in the same group. Forward by Savage to Rodrigo de Paul. Hermoso, the goal scorer, down to Griezmann. Nice so far from Atletico. They've got a lot of red and white stripes supporting this attack. Here's Llorente, right across the face of goal. Morata couldn't quite finish it on the back post. But that was sublime football, really, by Atletico.
Yeah, they worked it really well, and the only criticism you've got is the angle was so acute for Morata. He probably should have pulled it back. By the time it got to him in the far post, the angle had just closed down. There was a lovely break yet again. Atletico picking their time to counter-attack.
Played in just behind Fede Valverde. Both teams going very, very strong. No real rotation. Want to be in that final coming up on Sunday. Modric. Here's Bellingham. Took a deflection. Could have gone in. Could have sneaked in. Goes just wide.
Atletico waiting for the counter-attack. Got enough bodies back there, Atleti. See that? Big deflection.
Bucks out. Nestle's in the corner of the net. He was in that time. Another corner and another goal.
Again.
Rudiger again, just as in the recent league game. Levels the score. Towering header from a corner.
Different header, Ian. Same circumstances. Absolutely free as a bird. One of the most dangerous people for Madrid. Corners. Look at his run. Just comes in between Savage and Hermoso, buries it past Oblak, no chance at all. Just an outswinger this time, but he attacks it without any pressure, without any contact, and that's clear. Too easy for Antonio Rudiger.
Clean as a whistle. Relatively straightforward that for Rudiger, who was given a lot of freedom, you have to say, by the defence. Knowing how dangerous he can be in those situations. Beautiful control from Vinicius. That was a velvet touch from the Brazilian. I was about to make the point Madrid failed to score in.
No. And this was just very one-dimensional, wasn't it? Outswinging corner, hoping that it will be attacked. And nice and free. 2-2 for him.
Took him a little time to settle in at Real Madrid, understandably, but he's pretty much part of the furniture now.
Oh yeah, with the injuries to Alaba.
Yeah.
And of course Eder Militao. He knows he's going to be playing every single game now. He knows he's the important one in the central defence. He's the leader there now.
As he was at Chelsea.
Yeah, and he's responded really well.
He's the kind of defender you wouldn't really argue with him on the phone, would you? He's tough. That was a little bit soft from an Atletico Madrid point of view, that equaliser from Real. And here's a surprising thing. Which team has the fewest fouls this season in La Liga? It's Atletico Madrid. Is Simeone going soft?
No chance of that.
It's Griezmann's ball, and it's done well there as Samuel Lino. Koke.
Nice flow to the game, though.
Yeah, it's been easy on the eye so far.
It has. Tempo's been good for a game of like this away in Saudi Arabia. It's been really good attitude from the players. Tempo's good. Good pace to the game.
Good atmosphere as well. Pretty full stadium. Noisy. Late night. And a place in the final of this Super Cup at stake. Koke to play this one, and Morata's header was a good one.
Yeah, it was good movement from Alvaro Morata. Comes back behind Nacho and then in front of him, gets his header away.
Join us tomorrow for the second semi-final in this competition. Barcelona taking on Osasuna on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus at 1:55 Eastern, 10:55 in the morning Pacific time if you're watching on the West Coast. Barcelona, the defending champions in this competition. And of course, the current champions of La Liga, though they're falling off the pace a little bit, truth to be told, at the moment in the league. Vinicius taking on Savic.
Morata, difficult enough.
I think yard either side, he's in business with that, isn't he? Good pressure on the ball. Well, it looked like that from Atletico, but the referee's not happy, and he was only 2 yards away. Gives the free kick to Real Madrid.
Yeah, he let the first one go. He let that go. He jumped on the next one.
Bellingham being manhandled.
Yeah, by Saul.
Not quite a headlock, but it was a foul. Always looks calmness personified, doesn't he? Carlo Ancelotti, title winner in each of Europe's top 5 leagues. Yeah. Nobody else has done that.
If anything, it's Davide, his son, who's more vocal.
Valverde, who can hit them and hit them hard.
Yeah.
Both scorers wearing the number 22 shirt. When did that last happen? No, don't bother answering that.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody will tell me. Here's Valverde. Real Madrid beginning to find a maybe ominous rhythm here. Cross shot from Rodrigo, beaten away by Oblak. Rodrigo turns to conduct the fans.
Yeah, they all seem to be dressed in white, the fans, but it was a lovely bit of play again from Madrid. Bellingham, Mendy into Vinicius Jr., then he slips in. Rodrigo gets his shot away. To save, he's too good. Can they defend better for this corner?
Yeah, here's another corner. Modric. Ooh. Again, Rudiger had come forward from the back there.
Yeah, Savic was really a decent header actually by Jimenez. He just gets a little touch on it.
Very important touch, wasn't it? You can see that on the replay with Rudiger waiting behind.
Outswinger, that was an in-swinger. Here's another outswinger.
Well, this is strange. This is a bit like one of those Sunday morning Parks games where every corner looks like it might produce a goal. Teams are usually fairly adept at this level at defending them. Not here.
He got his head on it, goes flying in.
Coming up to the half-hour mark, it's been quite an eventful opening 28.5 minutes or so. Real Madrid, who've won this Super Cup 12 times, a couple of times fewer than Barcelona, who lead the way with 14 trophy lifts. Atletico have only won it twice in its present form Inside by Mendy. Bellingham here. Now Carvajal. Great idea and a great goal. Beautifully done that by Real Madrid. Splendidly created and flicked home with the outside of the boot, and Real Madrid come from behind to lead 2-1.
When do you ever see the right back pass to the left back to score? And more importantly, what's the left back doing across the front post, getting a lovely flick in there. Rudiger with the first, Mendy with the second. But well worked by Real Madrid to move the ball from left to right. Lovely crafted goal. Look at Mendy's run, picked out by Dani Carvajal through the legs of Lino. Mendy with the deft of his touches.
What a goal that is.
Yeah, goes through the legs of Jimenez. But it's getting across the front post as the turn, and a lovely little flick.
I think any striker in history would be very happy with that. On Mendy with a rare goal. Put Real Madrid ahead, drifting in from the left back position.
We like this type of game.
I never want to tempt Providence by saying it, but you'd be vaguely surprised if it was the last goal of the night, wouldn't you? And what we've seen so far, this time Rudiger goes long. Savic won the header. Marcos Llorente to Rodrigo de Paul. Good little spin from him. The referee was going to pull the play back here. Bellingham on the floor.
Bellingham tries to get back on the pitch. No, there wasn't much in that, to be honest. He doesn't lift his arm. Jude gets up. I don't think Llorente.
Can Atletico find an answer themselves? Not seen an awful lot of Antoine Griezmann so far.
No, not since the first 5 or 10 minutes. In all Madrid, as in Real Madrid, sorry.
That's old habits dying hard, isn't it? If he was a former Real player.
Normally I call them Madrid and Atleti.
Such a contrast, really, between the clubs. It's almost like royalty against the rebels, isn't it? With
very much so.
Real Madrid and Atletico, the Masters against the Mavericks, and so on.
Yeah, I think Atletico really like that label, though, Ian. They're the underdogs.
Yeah,
they're the ones who everybody picks on, looks down on. They love that tag.
Got some defending to do here. Bellingham's pass didn't have quite enough on it. Hermoso's cute flick with the outside of the boot. Koke. Savic able to come forward, and his Morata. Griezmann waiting in the middle with a chance. It was a tame header, really.
You are absolutely right, Ian. You knew just by his stance that it was never going to trouble the goalkeeper. It almost bounced off his head, caught him unawares.
Here's Valverde. He loves those driving runs with the ball through midfield. His young legs, or younger legs, important really. Modric and Kroos still have their uses, but they need to find one or two foils for them. Koke. Rodrigo de Paul wanted a bit too much time on the ball. Well, not in the mood to let him have. They're at full throttle here, Real Madrid at the moment. Now, and then Vinicius, not as threatening as usual.
Yeah, that was a little bit wasteful as well. As with the presidents of the respective clubs Sitting in the VIP area.
The winner of this game today will face Osasuna on Sunday in the Supercopa de Espana final, live on ABC and ESPN Plus at 1 Eastern time. That's 10:30 in the morning Pacific time. The final of the Spanish Super Cup. Could be a Barcelona-Real Madrid game. Or it could be Atletico Madrid against Osasuna.
There's the goal again, Ian, the second.
No offside, just to confirm it. Offside. It seems a lot more efficient than using a geometry set, doesn't it?
I don't think that applied to Ferland Mendy, Ian. I think that may have been Rodrigo's sort of attempts to touch the ball. Ferland Mendy was way onside when he gets the shot away, the flick away.
There was nothing wrong with the goal, basically.
No. In layman's terms, the goal was fine.
Fine, yeah. 2-1, Real Madrid, having been 1 down. Lino. Mosso. Looking to flick it down. Bellingham forward. Away goes Vinicius again. Loves that left hand side. Can't quite get the angle right.
It was on, Jude Bellingham. The ball was on. And I think in a nutshell, that's where you get it from. Madrid have got pace. There's Bellingham getting back quick. Rodrigo, Vinicius, Bellingham, Fede Valverde, they can run forward and they run past the red and white shirts of the Atletico Madrid defenders. Pace scares people.
And another chance to reconstruct the attack with Saul Niguez. Griezmann, lovely turn. That was beautiful. Can he finish it? Oh, what a goal that is! Solo goal from Antoine Griezmann, and it makes him Atletico Madrid's all-time leading scorer. Wow, what a way to do it.
Yeah, best goal of the night coming up by Antoine Griezmann. Pressurised, look at this flick. Boom, does Rudiger, does Modric, and can he finish on his right foot? Oh, yes he can. Smashes it right past Kevin Arrizabalaga into the bottom corner of the net. What a goal to celebrate that huge landmark for Antoine Griezmann.
Well, he sent the whole of the Real Madrid defence out for a cup of coffee, didn't he? With one touch. Beautiful from Griezmann. 174 Atletico Madrid goals of Luis Aragonés, a legendary Atletico player who played from 1964 to 74. A goal not appreciated, I don't think, by Carlo Ancelotti, but he knows deep down as a former player how good it was.
Yeah, it was a brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. We've been lucky. We've had 2 headers, 2 moments of class from either side, and it's been a really enjoyable first half.
Really good game, great entertainment. Let's hope the competition continues in that vein. And played with real intensity as well. The only thing Jude Bellingham's won so far in his career is the German Cup. Should have won the title in Germany last year, but Borussia Dortmund messed it up on the last day, being held at home by Mainz. He's hoping this might be a trophy-laden year for him. Vinicius to lay it inside, Llorente to get it away. Chouameni backing away for possession. The Frenchman.
Yeah, there's a bit of a lag there actually by Rodrigo de Paul. Defence to the referee, I don't think he saw it.
His first 38 minutes or so have flown by. Illuminated by 4 goals as well. What a goal that was from Griezmann. That'll teach me to say he was having a quiet game.
He got an assist for the goal, and then he goes and scores a goal.
Yeah.
You don't mind those quiet games, do you? But the typical Atletico performance, as in they started the game well, then Madrid dominated for the next 20-25 minutes. They go behind and then they respond. Shows great character. It was a lovely goal from a very classy player.
Griezmann, most league goals and assists in 2023 in Spain. 23 league goals, 16 assists. Magnificent goal tonight, solo goal, which would have been worth the admission money alone for those who've turned up to see this late night extravaganza. Morata goes down, doesn't get anything. Away goes Vinicius, who's surely fouled by Morata, chasing him down.
Yeah, he was fortunate there, Morata. It's the frustration as he was running after him. He was always going to bring him down, no matter what happened. The referee let him get away with it, because it was actually quite cynical in the end. You could see first challenge.
Five minutes to half-time. We'll be hearing from Kay Murray and Ale Moreno and Luis Garcia with their views. They've got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
They talk all the time about that Griezmann goal. It's Chouameni. Coming up next month, Real Madrid, who are level on points with Girona. Those two meet at the Bernabeu. Fascinating game. I think it's around February the 11th, 10th or 11th, not quite so sure. So it's one to look forward to anyway. Girona, what a story they've been this season in Spain. Fantastic team to watch as well. Here's Lino. Now Rodrigo. Chouameni. Nice build-up, isn't it? Rodrigo. Chouameni again. Good ball in there. Bellingham was waiting. Valverde managed to get the block in. Morata nearly got caught in possession in a bad area there. Trying to play out, they are caught. Great high press from Real. Rudiger. Wonderful opportunity here for Rodrigo. Does he cross the line? No, he doesn't. Oblak turns round. It all happened in installments, but he did.
Yeah, Rodrigo does everything right. Once he pulls it back here, you're just expecting him to burst the net, and actually he goes very central down the Atletico goal, but Oblak makes a wonderful save first with his leg, and then happily he sees it just behind him. See there, he almost hits it at the goalkeeper instead of anywhere else.
He hit it the only place that Oblak could have saved it, didn't he? I mean, there was almost a pantomime element about that.
There was, yeah.
With the crowd. I'm sure they weren't, but they could have been shouting out, "It's behind you," at the end there. And it stays 2-2 after all of that. Some first half in this Spanish Super Cup semi. Misheaded really that by Savic, and same again. Just seemed to lose his bearings. Vinicius to Modric. Towards the back post. Mosso got ahead to it. Valverde trying something spectacular. He's capable of it, but not that time.
a little bit chaotic again, isn't it, in that Atletico defensive area?
Goals by defenders.
Yeah.
Because both of these clubs with fans all over the world. Those who have travelled from Madrid. It's a long old flight, 3,000 miles, or if I'm told, a 2-day drive. That would be some drive, yeah.
Into Saudi Arabia?
I might have been told wrong.
Well, you're probably right.
You have to be driving day and night, like a rally driver, I think, to do it. Valverde's a good idea, wasn't it? He'd seen that run from Rodrigo. There's been an electric quality to some of Real Madrid's attacking work here, but Atletico won't go away. It's something, of course, Real Madrid have found out in the Simeone era at Atletico, notably in those 2 Champions League finals these 2 clubs contested. Atletico seconds away from it the first time in 2014. Real equalised late and go on to win in the added time 4-1. And then Real beating them on penalties a couple of years later in the final too.
Wasn't it? It's all right doing the skill. It's smacking it into the back of the net is the important part. That's what turns it into a fantastic goal.
17 for the season now for Antoine Griezmann. That's the same as his buddy up top there, Alvaro Morata. By the way, it's the 8th time Griezmann scored in Madrid derbies. He did earlier this season as well. Rodrigo de Paul. Good idea, trying to pick up Lino's run. Just hobbling for a moment, Rodrigo de Paul. Maybe that's just a little impact injury and he can run that off on the ball here now. Yep, he's okay, I think. Away by Rudiger, not very far though, foul to Saul. Savage with a not very good ball. At a crucial time as they tried to build the attack, Modric was fouled and that will be that. Time we're nearly there. I'm already looking forward to the second half of this.
Been really enjoyable the first half.
Rudiger was caught. That'll be a free kick. It might even be a card as well.
I think he's given the free kick.
Look again.
Yeah, he just stands on Koke. Yeah. It was accidental, wasn't it?
It was.
But nevertheless, it's a painful one for Koke.
Very painful. Long-serving player. This is 38th Madrid derby. That's the most of history in this fixture. That's going to be a bruise tomorrow morning, isn't it?
Yeah, new little stamp on the side of his foot. Referee's having none of it, look. Doesn't want the physio to come on. No chance, get up, get on with it. It's half time in a minute.
He's kept it going very well, hasn't he, the referee
yeah, he has,
here? Arbeloa Rojas in charge. Still keeping the chewing gum industry going, isn't he?
Yeah, good old Carlo.
Carlo Ancelotti. Lino here for Atletico in the last instalment of the first half. Hermoso will go for a corner, but there's no time to take that. Referee says that's enough. Time's up. What a half. 4 goals. Header by Hermoso, 1-0 Atletico. Header by Rudiger, 1-1. Beautiful flick. Ferland Mendy, 2-1 to Real. Griezmann, goal of the game so far. Solo goal, record-breaking goal. 2-2 at half-time. Ali Moreno and Luis Garcia coming up with
that initial pressure. They're finding a lot of spaces for Antoine Griezmann and Alvaro Morata in moments of transition. If they continue to do that, Atletico Madrid will be fine. As for Real Madrid, I think it's important that you get Vini, Rodrigo and Bellingham involved in the attack consistently. If you do that,
ought to be good, didn't it? This second half, there was an incident-packed opening 45 minutes, as we've seen.
Yeah, and refreshingly so.
It's against lower league teams, both those lower league teams. Atletico had a game against Lugo. They won that by 3-1. Not straightforward for either of them, was it? Real beat Arandina.
Yeah, they made lots of changes, didn't they? And a lot of people. Now this, these are the most important games.
Is that they were drawn against each other, the glamour tie of the next round of the competition at the Metropolitano. So all set to go here at the King Saud University Stadium, sometimes called the Estadio Al Alwar Park. Beautiful surface, as it is just about everywhere around the world these days. With these high-tech grasses. Lovely little flick, wasn't it, from Morata towards Griezmann? Didn't quite work out. Rudiger's long ball. Bellingham now. Stellar opening season at Real Madrid for him. Carvajal tries to get it back, having made the mistake and given Atletico the ball. Here's Rodrigo de Paul. He was one of the foot soldiers, wasn't he, for Lionel Messi at the World Cup. They all did a great job supporting him. Argentina lifting the trophy. Koke, Atletico. Here's Lino. Non-existent gap, and Modric, there's a collector's item, a bad ball from him. Sal can't keep it in play. By the way, if it stays level, there is the possibility of extra time and penalties to decide this semi-final. Bellingham. I wonder what he's been making of what's been going on at his old club, Birmingham City, in recent days, with Wayne Rooney losing his job as the manager.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a mess, really, hasn't it? Tony Mowbray's taken over now, trying to restore some stability within the club.
Jude Bellingham was playing for Birmingham when he was only 16, and straight away, of course, looked the part. Seems to have been around a long time. He still is only 20. He'll be celebrating his 21st birthday in the middle of the European Championships.
Yeah, he will, yeah.
De Paul, dispossessed by Bellingham, but getting it back again. Now Vinicius. Play on, says the referee. Muscular challenge from Mendy. Vinicius to play it inside, trying to move the ball quickly. Chouameni.
Oh, so it's not that friendly.
These two did meet in the 2020 final, which went to a penalty shootout. Real Madrid won that. They've won 2 of the 4-team Super Cups held out here in Saudi Arabia. Lost last year's one, as we were telling you, to Barca.
Yeah, lost easy last year, didn't he? They were disappointed. Barca were excellent. Without Gavi this year, of course. He was injured.
This from Vinicius. I think they're optimistic about Pedri, aren't they?
Yeah.
Being back and involved imminently. Carvajal, now Valverde to fizz one in. Hermoso got his head in the way. And De Paul, not quite sure what the idea with that.
There's the challenge before the Argentinian onto the Brazilian. And then Ferland Mendy comes with Texas teammate, gives him stuff back.
Real Madrid did look to have taken control of this at 2-1. The Griezmann goal levelled it up again. It's a bright start from Real Madrid. Carvajal looked to slide one in. Look at all those red and white striped shirts back there again. But Real Madrid, great pressure on the ball, winning it high. Valverde again. Might be something on the break. Real had a lot of men committed to that attack. Morata, who scored 25 La Liga goals during his time with Real Madrid. Marcos Llorente. Mosso. Atletico do carry a real threat up top. 34 goals between them this season. Morata and Griezmann. And we've seen already what Antoine Griezmann can do, as if we needed reminding. Koke in his 15th season in the first team at Atletico Madrid. Trying to find Llorente, hit the back of his head. He didn't know much about it. Fell nicely though from Morata. Rudiger got there first. Rodrigo De Paul. Lino again. Good little squall by Atletico, who finished in the top 3 in Spain now for the last 11 seasons. That is a heck of a record,
yeah, it is,
for Diego Simeone, and of course that includes winning the title twice. Last title win by Atletico was 2021. That is the only trophy, though, they've won in the last 4 years. So
that's the issue, Ian.
Yeah, they'll be hunting a bit of silverware here, even.
Yeah, and to add to the history of the club, you're right. Well, not good enough. Diego Simeone is well remunerated, very highly paid, very highly thought of, big squad. There you go, getting involved there. Whoa, that was all that, just cleared it anywhere.
Okay, maybe you do. It's been a bit patchy, their form lately in the last 6 games as well. Losing to Barcelona, 3-3 with Getafe, losing to Girona as well. Win over Sevilla, another win over Almeria, but it's a bit win some, lose some.
Yeah.
Too much so for a club of their stature.
Absolutely. They pride themselves on their home form, which he's got, but their away form is struggling, as you said. They're better than that. Defensively, they should be more organised than that.
Here's Mendy, scorer of that very deft goal. Forward by Bellingham, but cut out by Koke. Carlo Ancelotti sees his future still with Real Madrid. There were those stories linking him with the Brazil job, weren't there?
Yeah, well, everyone I spoke to at the club.
More of that in a moment as Lino came forward. How far away was that? Difficult to tell from our angle by the way everybody reacted.
Yeah, Madrid giving the ball away. Dani Carvajal, Lino, one touch onto his left foot, fizzes it across goal. This is the better angle. Hard away.
Ooh.
Yeah, when I spoke to anybody at the club, they seemed to indicate that it was all newspaper talk and there was no real substance to it. Subsequently, he signed the new contract.
Yeah. Hermoso does find Griezmann, whose control was instant.
And the only thing I would say, Ian, is if Madrid don't win anything this year, then Carlo will have problems regardless of the new contract he's just signed.
Nearly picked up Lino. That was a really great idea.
Really nice run by him. There's the hit again on his left foot. Catches hold of it.
That's not far away. About a foot or so, wasn't it, really? Foot and a half, maybe. Lino's quite an important escape route for Atletico with those raids down the left-hand side. This is curled, they hope, towards Vinicius, but he has to play go fetch. He's quick enough to do exactly that as well. There's Morata. Griezmann, the French player who's never played for a French club. And he never ever misses a game for France.
Nope.
Koke wanting a few options in front of him. There weren't too many. Here's Savic, formerly of Manchester City and Fiorentina in Italy. Morata. Over to Samuel Lino, the Brazilian, who's made that left wing back spot his own this season. Did Llorente keep it in? Touch and go, wasn't it? And I think it was go. Luka Modric. Mario Hermoso. Griezmann. Saul. With the cross in, not enough depth on the cross to find Morata. Vinicius. Bellingham. Bit more of a chess match element to this second half so far.
Yeah, we were spoiled in the first half. Reverted back to type a bit, this type of game. Too open in the first half for the managers.
And it's one of those situations that the fans love a lot, but not so much the coaches. More's the pity, really. Nacho. Bellingham to Rodrigo, who celebrated his 23rd birthday yesterday out here in Saudi Arabia. Careful possession football from Real Madrid. Where can they take it, though? It's all very tight over there. They've done it pretty well. Modric. Rodrigo.
played themselves out of that rear patch in that corner.
Jimenez did well. Corner, and in this game that spelled trouble for defences. See if they do any better defending this one. Carvajal got something on that. Sal got it away. Still alive. Rodrigo inside Bellingham. Vinicius goes down in the penalty area very theatrically, and the referee turned his back on that and just said, nope.
None of it, the referee. Little arm there, no penalty at all. He would have been better staying on his feet. Atletico Madrid a bit upset that the referee never stopped it for this collision of their heads. But again, the referee hasn't stopped the game much at all.
Yeah, he's just let it flow.
Yeah.
And unless I missed it, no yellow card so far. Must be some sort of a record, that, in a Madrid derby at this stage of a game.
Yeah.
Nice turn that, wasn't it, by Hermoso. Atletico's main aim in the second half of the La Liga season will be to take much closer order at the top than they currently hold. Top three really is the minimum of their ambitions, you would think. Rodrigo de Paul. He's trying to exert a measure of control here by keeping possession of the football. Savic. Spread to Lino. Chalk on his boots on that left-hand side. Can he slide one in? No. Now Real, can they break? Well won back that by Rodrigo de Paul, an important challenge, and it sets Atletico up for another attack. Play on, says the referee. Morata. Savic. Dispossessed by Vinicius. Different type of game now.
Yeah, it is. A little bit scrappier now, isn't it, in the second half?
Just past the hour mark. Substitutions soon, perhaps. Stick or twist.
Yeah, I don't think anybody wants extra time, do they? But manager be trying to find a way to get ahead in this game, particularly how it started in the second half.
Don't forget, second semi-final tomorrow, Barcelona against Osasuna. That's live on ESPN2 and ESPN Plus, 1:55 Eastern. That's 10:55 AM Pacific time. Not a great clearance. Picked up by Modric. Jude Bellingham. Red, cut out. That should set Atletico away if they're good enough to do it. No flag against Griezmann. That was okay. Here's De Paul. Antoine Griezmann again. Rudiger acrobatically. Nicely done, Vinicius. Latching onto this one. Going through his box of tricks, couldn't find the ball that Valverde wanted to close in on.
Yeah, it was disappointing actually, his final ball. He did look into the penalty area and there wasn't a lot of white shirts desperate to get into the box.
"46 La Liga titles between them, these two. Real have won 35 of those.
Toni Kroos ready to come on, of course. A couple of substitutions for Atletico. Molina, Riquelme. We'll wait and see if that's it. Just the three.
Yeah, there are going to be some changes to the cast list pretty imminently, as Maka was describing. See those players waiting there to come on. Kroos, who's just been carrying a little bit of an ankle injury, nothing very much. He's on the bench. Might have affected the decision whether to start him or not. Mendy gets the free kick he was looking for. A chance to make the necessary moment now. Now Molina there. Usually plays wide on the right-hand side in defence.
Riquelme, Molina, Lino, which is a surprise off.
Yeah.
Sal, which is a surprise, well, not a surprise off, but Lino going off. Whether he's got a knock, I don't know. Toni Kroos, of course, has come on. Yeah, and again,
Modric off.
Yeah, Modric off.
So they just have to manage Modric's game time simply on an age basis now, even though he's super fit. I want him for the final on Sunday, should Real Madrid be there, which is still a matter for argument here.
Yeah.
Nacho. Valverde forward to Tchouaméni. Possession football from Real Madrid. Atletico with everybody back behind the ball. It's cat and mouse now, this. I did wonder at half-time whether this might happen.
Yeah, we were spoiled in the first half.
Yeah. Which isn't to say that something quite dramatic won't happen. There's too much flair and attacking ability out there for it perhaps not to. And Rodrigo couldn't find his bearings, could he, as that dropped? Wasn't easy.
Yeah, good movement. Just a bit difficult. Trying to control over his head. He had to do a little pirouette as well.
Being in Saudi Arabia, it's still pretty warm, even this late at night. 11:30 or so. The midnight hour approaches. Savic with the header away, not that far though. Fell on Mendy. Fede Valverde. Now Jude Bellingham. Trying to pull apart that Atletico well-organised defence.
Yeah, you see though, everybody's back, good shape.
Valverde. Rodrigo darted through the little gap. The ball just had a bit too much juice on it. Vinicius, Valverde is tight. Looked for the angle, didn't he? Vinicius looking to bend it to the far corner. They got the block in. All very, very tight. Valverde forward. Bellingham now. Free kick, Real Madrid on the edge.
Yeah, they've worked it well. Just a little bit impatient. Stefan Savic is not going to win it from there.
Well, does the referee want that pulled back, or is he going to... They took that quickly, and Atletico sleeping here.
Yeah. Great ball by Vinny Jr. He should have scored. Carvajal makes a good save, Jan Oblak. Let his defenders know when he was not happy at all.
Well, that's slightly contentious. You clearly thought there'd be all the reorganisation with the aerosol and everything like that. But maybe they said we want to take it quickly, and they still could produce something here. Straight into the arms of Oblak. Rodrigo with a good one.
Yeah, just fast asleep a little bit again, Atletico. Close to Rodrigo. But right at Oblak again.
Here's Griezmann. Got to say, I'm all for that. Referees allowing teams who get a free kick to take it when they want to take it, not have to wait around while the team who's given away the free kick get themselves organised. Whose advantage is it and all that?
Absolutely.
And that's clearly applied then. I think that goal would have stood. De Paul forward, Griezmann again. Can he come up with another bit of magic? Carefully weighted ball from Morata. Had to be careful there, Kepa.
He looked a little bit slow getting off his line, Kepa. But nice balls, weighty. The fact is, it would have been a corner, so he must have given the foul, I think, at the far post.
Been a long, storied career, hasn't it, for Alvaro Morata? Along the way, it didn't really work out for him at Chelsea. 47 games in the Premier League and 16 goals. But he never really fired, did he?
No. And actually, this is the one place really where he's found a little bit of love, and he's actually steadied his career down a bit. He's been moving all over Europe at times without finding a real home.
He's cost a total of 154 million euros in transfer fees in his time.
Some business, isn't it?
Yeah. Rodrigo trying to find Vinicius, who's waiting in the middle. Once again, Atletico Madrid making life hard for Real Madrid. They did earlier on this season, beating them 3-1, and they intend to put a further dent in their neighbours here. Kroos laying it forward. Carvajal joining the attack at every opportunity. Big opportunity it was for him with that quickly taken free kick. Becomes a back five, doesn't it, in this situation?
Yeah.
For Atletico.
You see Morata, you see Griezmann all behind the ball.
To do this with all that European experience. Carvajal, Vinicius, no, it'll go out of play. Are Atletico playing for penalties, do you reckon?
Well, I hope not. But yeah, I mean, I think for Atletico, they just want to be defensively strong. They felt that they were a little bit too open in the first half, and they've sorted that out. But they need to get down the other end of the field.
Nothing Molina could do with that. It's Kroos again, creaking trophy cabinet at home for him, including his World Cup win in 2014. Not sure to play it wide to Mendy. As you were saying, a slightly difficult position left back has been for one reason or another for Real Madrid. They've even had Camavinga filling in there on occasion.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if he gets a run out tonight. I saw him warming up before.
Griezmann. That's an important interception. Don't want to let him free around there.
Yeah, I don't know whether that was offside. Let's have a look. Oh no, he's onside.
He's on, isn't he?
Good run. Nice pass. Opportunity now for Atletico. A danger area again.
Good alert defending by Carvajal to stop that ball going through to the centre. 13 minutes of the 90 remaining as this is curled in. Antonio Rudiger got the header away. Picked up by Koke. Atletico are not coming forward that often, but when they do, they look as if they could carry a bit of a threat. Oh, that's clever again. Griezmann is full of those kind of touches. De Paul now. He just has that touch of the unexpected about him, doesn't he, Griezmann?
Very much so.
There's something defenders don't expect. Morata goes in for that. They've got themselves in a mess, and he's in the back of the net. Calamity for Kepa and the Real Madrid defence. He's claiming here that that is illegal. It will be looked at by VAR. Got to be careful, Kepa there, almost manhandling the referee. You can't do that.
I mean, it'll be looked at, but it looked as if he clashed into his own player, and he's using it as an excuse because it was an error. I think he collides with Rudiger. I think Morata jumps up in front of him. Don't get me wrong. I think he collides with Rudiger. Cross comes in swinger, and he's just back into him. But it looked a goalkeeping error to me. Sometimes we are too precious about the goalkeeper. We need a better replay than that.
Comes off Rudiger last, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's backing into him, but he gets there and punches it onto Rudiger, and it goes into the back of the net of Rudiger's leg.
Has Morata?
Well, that's what he's going to think
the question,
about,
isn't it? That's what he's saying. But you know, you could say he would, wouldn't he? Or did they just make a complete mess of it?
I think it's a bit of both. He does back into me, and therefore he can't catch it. But he does push it with his arms onto Rudiger, onto his thigh, and it goes back over his head.
Well, the VAR here is Eduardo Iglesias from Pamplona. And we do not have access to the conversation going on, but the game restarts. So the goal stands. Atletico Madrid do lead by 3-2, despite the protests of Kepa. Not a great moment for him, because I think a lot of professionals, and he were very definitely in that category, would say the goalkeeper's got to clean that out, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if it was a centre defender and he was backing into him, we wouldn't bat an eyelid, would we? We wouldn't even go to the VAR at all. But because it's the goalkeeper and he messes it up, the right decision's being made. I thought it was a goalkeeper error.
And if that's credited as a Rudiger own goal, and it looked like that, he will have scored at both ends in this Super Cup semi.
Yeah, it was a Rudiger own goal, wasn't it? Morata didn't touch it. You have to do something quickly now, Real Madrid, to get back into this game.
Very, very clumsy, really, that from Kepa Arrizabalaga, who was once bought by Chelsea for what was a world record fee for a goalkeeper, well over $80 million.
Yeah, from this team as well. Got a really good knack of finding good goalkeepers, haven't they? Atletico Madrid. Of course, Thibaut Courtois was there as well.
But it was Athletic Club, wasn't he? He was transferred from
Athletic Bilbao, yeah. Throw with the dice, Brahim coming on. Camavinga coming on.
And Brahim Diaz, who has been among the goals, 3 in his last 7 appearances for the player who spent 3 years out on loan at Milan. Former Manchester City youngster. Tchouameni comes off. It's unconventional, but it found its way through to Molina. Well, Atletico's second half tactics have worked, haven't they?
Yes,
they've sat deep, they've absorbed pressure, they've frustrated and foiled Real Madrid, and they've found a goal at the other end, albeit from a pretty unconventional route.
Yeah, they all count, don't they? We've had some lovely goals tonight, we've had some ugly goals, and that was certainly in the latter that, but it all counts. They're leading with 10 minutes to go. We've got 7 minutes plus injury time now to hang on. Everybody behind the ball.
Otherwise, it's going to be a short-lived stay in Saudi Arabia for Real Madrid. And they have to face Atletico again in 8 days' time. Just to remind you, in the next round of the Copa del Rey, Real Madrid, the defending champions in that competition. Llorente, a bit of a miscue from him. But Savic is smart enough. Second time this season, Atletico Madrid have found 3 goals against Real. Got to be worried, hasn't he?
Well, yes, because of course, if they lose this in the semi-finals, they've got a very difficult game in the Copa del Rey, of course, away at the Metropolitano, which is incredibly difficult to get a result there. You don't want to be losing or getting knocked out of 2 cup competitions very, very quickly like that. It doesn't matter who you are.
They've messed up again here, Real Madrid. Griezmann's picked that up. Camavinga gets his first involvement. He's the French international again. Forward by Bellingham. Vinicius here. Can he ride to the rescue? Oblak makes the save. Bellingham is there, off the line. Surely they're going to score. They have scored. Dani Carvajal thumps it in the back of the net, and Real Madrid, well, their life in this Super Cup is saved.
Yeah, whenever you talk about difficult times for Real Madrid, they normally just go right down the other end and score. There could have been any of them then. Rodrigo, Bellingham, was Carvajal to smash it home. This was nice play, actually. He's just too quick. Vinicius Junior, would he pass it? No. Takes the shot on. Oblak saves. Bellingham with this one. Blocked by Savic. Bellingham again, blocked on the line. Forza Carvajal absolutely rifles it in the top corner. No chance of that for Hermoso or Jimenez. Great block, that one there, though.
By Savic on the line.
By Hermoso, sorry. And then Dani Carvajal just batters it home.
Wow. It's a great finish, wasn't it, by Carvajal in the end.
But so unlucky for Atletico. Savic with the block, Oblak with the block, Hermoso with the block. And unfortunately, the 4th block was impossible because it was rifled right in the top corner.
A first ever goal at the 29th attempt for Dani Carvajal in Madrid derby matches. What a time to score it as well. But they've done that repeatedly in recent seasons, found something when they're in a corner, Real Madrid.
Yeah, you can never write them off, can you? You can never write them off. You couldn't write them off for getting another goal now. Bit more pace on, Camavinga's on, Brahim Diaz is on.
And they might have a longer night than they thought.
Yeah.
Just when it looked like Atletico Madrid were going to steal the show here. And that all started really, didn't it, by that electric change of pace by Vinicius to open it all up. Everything else flowed from that. Looked like Bellingham was going to score. Foiled a couple of times. Carvajal, great finish.
They just look a little bit quicker than the mean, as I said earlier on. That's why they need to get back in a block like this, Atletico. I don't think they've got the pace.
Bellingham looking for a 1-2. Vinicius once again. They're not going to turn it around completely, are they? They might, you know. Here's Camavinga. Rodrigo. Shouts for a penalty only from the crowd, not even an appeal from any of the Real Madrid players, and rightly so.
Yeah, it wasn't a foul at all.
There we go. Join us on Friday for action. Bayern Munich taking on Hoffenheim live at the Allianz Arena. ESPN2, ESPN 2:20 Eastern, 11:20 Pacific time for that one. It will be an emotional occasion with massive tributes to the late, great Franz Beckenbauer on that occasion. Bellingham. Cut back again. And it was just too long for Bellingham to get any kind of header in. Real Madrid all over Atletico here at the moment. They're on the ropes. This time a cross shot.
Yeah, they're really good.
From Brahim Diaz.
They're really good in small areas, aren't they, Madrid? The one-touch pass in Bellingham, Rodrigo, Vinicius. They're quite happy to give each other, even if they're 3 yards away from each other, in a tight area, because they trust each other implicitly. And now it's all Madrid looking for the winner. Real Madrid looking for the winner.
And Atletico may be looking for that final whistle to get to extra time. Kroos to play it in. Nacho went up for the header. Carvajal. Camavinga. Quite tonight in Riyadh here in this Spanish Super Cup semi-final. All Black with a good punch. Got plenty on it. Kroos to lay it forward. They're camped out in that penalty area. Savage to get it away.
He pulls out in the end.
Yeah, because that could have been nasty, Jude Bellingham. Well, that would have been some way, wouldn't it, to cap the night's entertainment. There's the Rudiger own goal. A horrible moment for Kepa Arrizabalaga. It really was.
Yeah, and there's the equaliser. Bellingham hit off Savage. Bellingham hit off Hermoso. Carvajal just rifles it right into
Axel Witsel, who's been playing mostly in defence this season. Of course, he's really a central midfield player, or has been for the best part of his career. Rodrigo de Paul here coming off. Witsel will move into that same role. Witsel in his second season at Atletico after his free transfer from Borussia Dortmund. Five minutes of added time. We're already into that. Griezmann. Another chance. Not this time.
Yeah, just a chance out of nothing as well.
I was going to say, Kepa hasn't really done himself too many favours tonight in his battle with Lunin for the goalkeeper's jersey.
You're right, Ian, you're absolutely right. People feel as if Lunin's been hard done by. And Kepa comes in and makes a mistake like that. You never know, he might rectify himself if it gets to penalties.
Well, you're going to miss a goalkeeper as good as Courtois, aren't you, as well? Brahim Diaz. How about this? Whoa.
Oh, that could have been brilliant.
Could have been, and Vinicius couldn't quite get his feet sorted out as the ball fizzed.
Yeah, that was Brahim Diaz. Slows it down, little step, cuts back onto his right foot and then drags his shot. Griezmann's was a lovely goal. That could have been a beaut if he would have found that far post.
He'd score at the weekend against Arandina. He's been among the goals a little bit of late as well, which is one of the reasons Carlo Ancelotti called him up. Is Valverde. Had so much of the game. Real Madrid might be a little mystified by the scoreline, but that's the way it's worked out. There's been some good game management going on from Atletico amid all of this. Bellingham looked like he was fouled from behind there.
Yeah, savage.
Toni Kroos. Just about 2.5 minutes of this left. Kroos spreads the play to Vinicius. He's the man they want on the ball, really. I know the threat he can pose. Diaz wide, Carvajal away by Hermoso. Recalme can make no progress on that side rail, get it back again. Camavinga. You're right, they've worked so impressively in these tight little areas. And it's almost like trying to play in a cupboard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Vinicius spreads the play. Carvajal. Can somebody find an angle? And just a great cross in that beats everybody. Camavinga again. Time running out. Valverde to play it forward. Gets it back again.
Yeah, they're all on one side of the pitch this time. That's why they couldn't come left. Has to go right.
Anybody for a game of attack v defence? That's what it looks like this, doesn't it? The closing stages. Atletico will take extra time. Valverde really got to keep their concentration playing without the ball. Brahim Diaz looking for something clever. It will take a bit of flair. Still can't get out, Atletico.
They're running out of time though, Madrid, if they get the ball into the penalty area.
Has to be soon. Camavinga. Vinicius. No, that's Oblak, or should be anyway.
It's a lovely run actually by Bellingham. Just couldn't pick him out, Vinicius Jr. Just in front of him. Just a yard in front.
That is full time. A dramatic night in Riyadh ends 3-3 between the Madrid rivals. And it looked like Real were going out until that late goal from Dani Carvajal to rescue things for them. There will be another 30 minutes, and if it's still level after that, a penalty shootout. So plenty of action